So today we've come to CMC. Yeah, our local, well, it's been going a long time. So many bikes, so many choices. Well, why the reason for this film here right now? Well, a friend of mine, truck driver, hasn't got his bike license, and he's sort of interested in sort of bikes, you know. I might do it in the summer. So he's been sort of thinking about it, talking about it. He says to me, "Oh, Reggie, I'm going to do my test. What sort of bike shall I get?" He's not into bikes, he doesn't know the bike world. And the bike world is enormous. Styles, fashions, we'll see that, won't we? The CCs, the power, the grunt, how some of them are, you know, you've got to have years of experience to stay alive on them. Because, you know, I always take the view, let's get that out of the way first. These here want to kill you, and you've just got to survive it. But as long as you're sensible, they only go as quick as far as you twist the throttle. So, and you've got to find one that's first of all you like. Look at that thing. Oh, H2 turbocharged or supercharged. No, it's supercharged. Wow. All right. Yeah. He was thinking of getting a sports, probably start at about 6, and my advice is, if you haven't been brought up on a 125, you're not really a biker, but you want to get into it, you're sensible enough, you've passed the mad age. Obviously you're a truck driver, so you've got to look after your license, haven't you? So start off with something like a 600, something like that, or 400, 600, something like that, like almost a commuter bike. I'll show you what his mate said to him, go and buy a sports bike, and I'm not really, we'll come to that when we get to them. But there's some fantastic bikes, fantastic race bikes, or race replica bikes. That's a 500cc one. Obviously you have to come down, or a supermoto. Off-road for the road, as you might say. Off-road bikes, but with road tyres. Hold on. So many bikes, so many choices. Do you know, are you going to go off-roading? You're going to go down tracks. You want to carry luggage? You want to carry a pillion? It's all things you've got to consider. Also, is it going to fit? You know, he's a bit of a chunky monkey. He'll admit that ourselves. I'm a chunky monkey, and he's a bit short-legged. So we can't have anything too tall. You've got to have something he can put his feet down flat on. Yeah. These are beauties. Oh, these are 150, 160, 170, 180, 190 mile an hour out the box. Yeah, this thing is a time warp machine. These sets are 1400s. Wow. Massive, lovely machines, but you've got to be well experienced on those. Yeah. Sports bikes. You're leaning over on your arm. You need about 60 mile an hour, 70 mile an hour to take the weight off your wrists. Otherwise, you're spending all your time on the wrists. You need something with a slightly... And do you want a sporty type bike? But luggage? When you're going to find something, have you got to find something with luggage in mind? Well, you know me, Debbie. I always have to have a pillion seat with Debbie, so do you take that into account? Will you be needing to carry a pillion? Do you intend carrying a pillion, or do you want to go full wild track? Camping, wild camping, big long trips? There's so many styles and fashions. Can we squeeze through there? And of course budget. But we're less worried about budget today. We're more worried about finding the right bike for the right frame of person with the right sort of power, that, you know, you're not going to fall off. A lot of people do it, they fall off and they hate it, they don't no longer come back. This is quite nice. What is that? What's 650? got the luggage, it's got the top box if you need to go camping, if you want to get into camping, that sort of a thing. Not enough, you know, not a huge amount of power. You're not going to make any mistakes. You've got to consider them like trucks. You can't have a small mistake on a bike. And the thing is, well, at least with the truck, you just smash the truck up. But if on a bike, you make the same mistake, you're dead, aren't you? So, anyway, let's go around a bit. Here we are, look. What name do you want? Honda, Suzuki, Ducati, Triumph? You know, do you wanna get rid of your pillion? Don't think about a pillion at this moment, whatever you wanted. Ducatis, look, wow. I never know where to look. I'd have one of everything. If I won the lottery, I'd come here and say, right, I want one of everything. We would, wouldn't we? Let's see. 900s, Triumphs. They're, I just hope we don't listen too much to the radio. It's part of the shop. See a rocket. XJR13, yep. But we've come off at the XJR13. We've written one of these off. Lovely, lovely thing. Bit too coming just past your test. 2.5 litre shaft drive. The new rocket. We had an old rocket. I do miss the grunt of a rocket. I wish they'd put the engine of a rocket with a gold wing barn door in the front and the gold wing luggage on the back. They'd have a world beater, wouldn't they? But yeah, I do miss the rocket. But they're like a tractor. They're a proper handful. They're a big, heavy bike. You've got to be well experienced to get on one of these things. Even I scare myself from time to time on them. Or do you want to go down the road of chrome? The road of bling? You want a nice shiny bike? Cruising, plenty of pillion seats, plenty of luggage. You know, do you want noise? Buy yourself an Harley, make a hell of a noise wherever you go. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, you could go down that path, couldn't you? If that's what you wanted. Oh, so many. So many to choose from. And they're all fantastic. And they're all here available in MCM. Yeah. You see? What a fantastic choice. See, I'm a bling boy. I do like chrome. A Street Fighter. Do you want a, you know, an M10? I've seen an engine here somewhere. Or you have to fuel economy, make them last as long as POS. So many choices. A couple of off-road bikes here, look. But you've got to be fairly tall for these bikes. Got to be long and skinny. You can have them adjusted. You can have them down and you can make them fit, or you can choose to get on with the sand. But again, you've got to be pretty much experienced for these bikes, or they'll topple you over. I've got a wing at the moment. I've always thought about one of these, the California, with the luggage. Look, 6-cylinder, 1600, plenty of grunts, plenty of cruising ability. So, you know, do you want a barn door? But if you get a barn door, you've got to get the grunt to push it, you know. Yeah. Again, you've got to be really experienced. What sort of passenger you're going to be carrying. Passenger, have all the comforts, all the, you know. Maybe one day we might try one of these. Are you into Harleys? Are you after the name, after the noise, you know? The makes, the Triumphs, the off-roaders. How much luggage can you carry? Wow. You run across continents. Yeah. It's not always about flat out speed. It can be style, it can be size. I mean, sometimes, you know, nice short, it's not short to the ground. Nice to get your legs down, stable. There are so many to choose from. The biking, well, if you're not really into bikes from, you know, I've got one. I don't use it very often. I love it every time I use it. I come under the category of I'm an old fart, and I shouldn't have one, but if I get rid of it, I must have one immediately. I can't live without one. I've got to have a bike in the garage, always. These are great. Just, I don't know, what is that? Is that a 600? I'm not sure. So you need to make your way to CMC, and they have some fantastic deals on, you know. But and to begin with, you need the I think the reliability of a go and get a half decent one, because you don't want one that's going to cause you trouble, break down, and it's going to turn you off. You know, ooh, bikes are no good. You know, you want one with a good history, don't you? Because your life depends on it. Simple as that. And you don't want something like, you know, we saw down there, didn't we? Look, these are all fantastic bikes, but again, you need a certain level of experience to have them. We've been here, look, Ducati 899, wow. Sports bikes. If you're into your sports, they're wow. I don't know what category of bike is the biggest killer. I don't know, but they're fantastic. But you have to know what you're doing. Think about it. Years of experience to stay safe on these things, because you know it might only be one mistake, but you don't want it to be your last mistake. An intercontinental ballistic missile. Look at this. And again, do you want shaft drive? Do you want chain drive? So many choices in the biking world. Then again, your next question is gear. You must have the right helmets, the right jackets, save you. Because you're not like a car stuck in a box. If it goes wrong on a bike, it spits you down the road. And you need protection. Arm padding, leg padding, and then helmets. Yeah. Wow. So CMC is the place to be. Helmets, boots, gloves. It's not like this silly high-vis rubbish that we have to wear for no reason. This is what's going to save you. It's going to save your foot when you spill the bike and you twist your foot trying to save it. If you've got bike boots on, they help support. If the bike falls on you, it protects you from the bike. Because you will fall over, you will drop your bike. We all have in our own time. We've all dropped our bikes. You have to consider security. You need to keep your bike safe and all your accessories.